All right. I lied. If you saw the CAS2 Carryology, the KLUDDE video that I put out for their sling, I said I wasn't going to pick up the MPL22. But I like the CAS2 so much that I decided to pick this up from someone in the Carryology group secondhand. So, I haven't personally been a huge fan of Evergoods packs, mostly because of my torso, and you'll see what's common is a lot of folks have rub on the bottom of the bag. But we'll give this one a second shot. Again, MPL 22 in the Ultra 200TX. This is the gray with the blue interior from the collab. Bunch of videos out there already on it. Here's the intent of this video. I wanted to see if I could replace a normal set of pack out that I would have with my GR1 26 liter. This has some expandability. It's a 22 liter. So what we're gonna do is put the items that I would normally carry in the GR1 when I'm doing maybe a 1 or 2 day trip, and see if I can use this bag instead, because to be honest with you, I like the design of this bag, and I really like the Ultra 200TX. Let's go over the features really quick though before we start to show it from above and start loading it out. So the real difference here from their MPL 22, their normal line that is not the collaboration, is a few things. But this front pocket normally is like a dump pouch that goes across this way in the regular version, but the collaboration version has a side pocket where you would have to open it, sling it over your arm, open it, and then you can see in here you've got a good amount of space here to be able to dump stuff in there, and you got a little bit of organization. You have a zippered pouch with, or a zipper pocket with mesh, so you can see in there, and you have a couple of small little dividers here. What you have to be aware of is that they kept, for some reason, the drain holes here that are normally in the regular version, that if you're putting something wet in there, because this is supposed to be a mountain pack, you could let it drip, drain out, etc. But they kept them in this version. I'm not sure why. So you don't want to be throwing around a bunch of loose small things like pens, things like that. They're going to come out. So that's one difference from the main version and not the collab version. The other is this little pocket on each side. There's a zippered pocket on each water bottle pocket to hide stuff, air tag, etc. The challenge is what you'll see in a lot of discussions is, will the zipper scratch your water bottle? Because it does not have any kind of pulls on it or any kind of zipper, garage, anything like that. It's just loose in there. So it could. I'm probably just going to put a couple pieces of black electrical tape over it. I don't know. I might try to find a pull for it and put it on there, but I'm just going to put tape over it and call it a day. I like the fact that it's tucked in there kind of far, a little hard to see, and you can throw an air tag in there. So I like that. Those are really the main differences than the regular pack. It does not have the hip belt that the main pack has, and it does have the Viper clip here that's made out of aluminum, but it's a nice color. It's a titanium color. These are little toggles that can just slide in and out, so you can adjust it up and down. And the bag is just a nice. This is probably my favorite, which is a little hard for me to say because I do like the Go Ruck collaborations, but I like the combination of their little pouch that you saw in my other video, the CAS2 Sling, and then this. I like the form factors. So the next trip that I take, I'm going to use this bag, and I'm going to use the sling, and I'm going to use a small pouch, and I'm going to get it to all work together. I'm going to try the 1.5 bag carry that this is advertised as. So let's look above and take a look at what this can hold, and if it can hold similar. It might be a tight squeeze of what I would normally have in the, I usually have the old Gorilla collaboration here. I'm usually carrying this. This is probably one of my favorite bags. So let's see if we can squeeze somewhat what I would normally carry in there, but enough to get me by on a few day trip in a 1.5 bag. Boom. All right, so you can see it's got some expandability here. It's got a little stretch, a little give to it. It is crinkly, it's very stiff, but it does have some give to it. So zip open the top. I like that it is a full clamshell with water bottle pockets on the side. I like the full clamshell. All right. So let's flap it open. We got a lot of room, surprisingly enough here. These sides expand up, and it does taper, the bottom of this does. And what you have is you have a pocket in the top. All right. You got a nice mesh lined inner pocket here also, and you kind of have your big open area. You've got a pocket for a laptop. You got a nice stretchy pocket here where I suppose you could put an iPad or something else if you wanted to carry there. So what I have is I have a few packing pouches that I normally would take. So I have Matador's, I think it's their large pouch. That I have with some clothes in there that I might normally take. So let's see kind of how that fits in here as I stuff it. Okay, then I have medium pouch. So it's about all you're getting in this guy, and that's tight at the top as you can see. So 2 Matador pouches, and we would have a little bit of room here in this for some things and some here. And you have a little bit of expandability, so you could really squeeze it in a little tighter if you had like a pair of flip-flops or something like that. So, but that's just clothes, right? If I were to take some clothes with me. So let's zip that up. See what that looks like. How much room we got extra, okay? We still got this gusseted front side here. You got this top pocket, and then you have this side pocket. It's not tight, so we can still, if we want to really pack it out, I still have quite a bit of room here towards the bottom where I could squeeze some more in, certainly, in there. But the little kit for all of my electronics, see how that fits in here. Okay. I like that. That fits perfect. Okay, and let's just say I was taking a IFAC, an individual first aid kit, and I want to throw that in there too. Let's just see if I could squeeze it in there. That's a tight fit. I'm squeezing, but it's getting in there. Okay. Zip that guy up. Oh, yeah, I don't know about that. That one's super tight. But we got it. It's a lump in the front. And we still have a little bit more in the main compartment here where I could squeeze a little more, and I probably could have put that first aid kit down the side. I could have put it in one of these water bottle pockets, but I wanted to see kind of how much that it stretched that gusset out just to see what it looked like. And you can see it still has some space in it. Okay, that's probably all I would take. I'd throw a pair of flip-flops on the inside maybe. I'd be wearing a pair of shoes, sneakers, something like that. Flip-flops, and then I would need to have a DOP kit, some type of DOP kit in here, which I could now slide in one of these water bottle pockets, or I could fit it in the bag and squeeze it in there. I could get a good tight squeeze out of that. So all in all, not terrible. I could probably make that happen. I wouldn't be buying anything at the location and bringing it home with me, but that could work. Let's see what this looks like on me so you can see, we can tell we're going to have any of that tail digging in based on some of the taller folks. Okay, here we go. 6'2", 190 to 200 pounds depending on the tacos for the week. So let's see what we've got here as far as how it rides. Now the straps are curved, have kind of S-curve to them, so they're pretty comfortable. Probably how I'd wear it. And here's how it looks on. Again, 6'2", about 190 to 100 pounds. Not a lot of exaggeration there. Here's how it fits. I don't have any sharp. I can feel like, right, obviously it's not hitting, you know, the base of my hips here. I don't feel any kind of dig in with it as I've had with some of their other bags. So hopefully this one doesn't have some of those hot spots. But yeah, there you go. Evergoods Carryology collaboration, the MPL22. Squeeze some stuff in it, use it for travel. I hope this video helped you out to see what you might be able to fit in your MPL22 and try some new things out. Thanks for sticking around. Take care.